I'm worried about this level for one reason and one reason only, and that is the Overlord, the boss. I mean, this level's pretty short, but the boss can ruin any run, and oh my good lord! Oh jeez, I was like, are you Super Octobrain or something? Just completely immune to shrink ray shots? Because I didn't think you got that immunity at this late stage in the game. Or at all. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I was like, I know there's 3 of you down here. But yeah, this level's insanely short. And if it weren't for the boss at the end, this could be just pretty much a passing level with no real danger or threat of note. But yeah, there's the boss, the Overlord. And even though this level's short, there's actually quite a few side areas you can explore too. Unfortunately, none of them are mandatory, so you can pretty much skip over half the level and still be just fine. But that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I don't want to get myself any more trouble than I need to in this challenge. But I am going to grab... Come on. Thank you. I am going to grab this freeze ray gun, because I need as much ammo as possible. And if you recall what I said in an earlier video, freeze ray ammo is pretty good against bosses. You can do a lot of damage with it. Even though it doesn't freeze them outright, it still does damage. Okay, shoot and run! Because you're going to get smacked with a lot of explosions there. And there he is. Wait for him to die down on his machine gun. There you go, not so bad. If there's another Overlord on the other side of the... Oops. On the other side of the level, I do not know of it. But that's the only one you have to... kill as a requirement to get through this level. Okay, it's the other door. And now you get into a rather unnerving area with a whole bunch of eggs, face-hunger enemies, and naked women hanging upside down or in cocoons with tentacles. So it's all a lot of bad news around here, and there could be tons, I mean literally tons of swishy face-huggers going all over the place if you don't keep them all in check. You don't do a methodical cleaning of this room section by section. You're going to be in a lot of trouble if you don't do that. But sure enough, true to its nature, this is a hive level, so you're going to get a lot of enemies and eggs and all sorts of crazy stuff happening here, and this requires a pipe bomb. Maybe some more. And I killed that woman, unfortunately, as evidenced by the Octobrain appearing. I think I mentioned in the first episode videos that, yeah, if you happen to kill any women, even though they say, kill me, because they're probably in excruciating pain, or I don't know, it's actually a red herring, because you're just going to get more pain and torture abused on yourself with, respawning enemies. But if that's kind of your thing, then go right ahead, put them out of their misery, but you're just going to get more aliens as a result. Trying to avoid killing the women there, because I just don't want to waste my ammo, because I don't know how much ammo I'm ultimately going to need to kill the Overlord. I mean, it could be all of my ammo, actually. Now, I know that the first boss has one set of hit points, and I think Boss 2 and Boss 3, for Episodes 2 and 3 respectively, have the same amount of hit points too. But Boss 4 of Episode 4 actually has, I think, a third more hit points than the other 3 bosses overall, and is ultimately thus that much harder to bring down because you require that much more ammo. I'm a little worried about Episode 4 boss, all things considered. Now, this is counterintuitive. You would think that to continue on in this level, you're going to have to jump carefully on the spinning blade and then kind of move off to one of these other corridors here, and apparently I can't throw that far into the corridor to kill that Octobrain. Never mind. Can we jetpack it over? Ah! Woo! I didn't mean to do that either. Oh, that's too funny. I'm getting lucky all over the place. But no, you actually have to fall through the spinning blade to the room underneath, which is completely not expected. I mean, you would think you'd want to go through one of the corridor tunnels or something, but nope. You fall straight below, and the boss is right there. I mean, that's how short this level is. It is extremely, extremely short. In a speedrun, you could probably beat it within a couple minutes. It's that bad. Oh! Oh, no! Oh! Okay, I accidentally picked up atomic health. I'm not going to quit, but if I get over 100 points of damage, so if I fall below 50 health, I'll call it a fluke, and I'm going to restart the game, because... Yeah, because I was at 100 health when I accidentally got the atomic health. So I fall below 50, then the atomic health helped, and my challenge was broken, so I'd have to redo this take. Okay, here's the Overlord. His main attack is missiles, and a lot of them. Run, run, run. Oh gosh, he's still doing them. I mean, this is his modus operandi, is just to pummel you with missiles, and in closed quarters he might actually win. And I'm all out of big heavy ammo. Now it's just freeze ray ammo. And sometimes he does charge you too, which with all bosses, instant death. But there you go. And I stayed above 50, or actually above 100, which was pretty awesome. So the atomic health did not help me in any way, so this is still a valid run through. And true to his word, he ripped off his head and is crapping down his neck. And checking out the local news. Classic Duke. Oh no. So this was all one big diversion. Episode 2 was a lie. Oh, you crafty aliens. Cementing its place as the Outcast episode in in a game of 4 episodes, it was just one big distraction. See, not too bad. And with that, we're going to flow right into the analysis of this episode, so see you then. Episode 2 is quite the unique episode, going outside the bounds of Earth and introducing a lot of new enemies in the process. You travel from one exotic locale to another exotic locale, with no real connection between the 2 points. So as a whole, it feels a bit surreal as an episode, and to cement the idea, it was only a distraction for Duke by the aliens. The bastards! Now, as for how I did on my challenge, the first real tricky levels were 3 and 4, Warp Factor and Fusion Station, respectively. The first because of its introduction of commanders, the Battle Lord as mini-bosses, and its overabundant use of drones plus enforcers in bad locations. The second because of its cramped corridors and crazy in-your-face enemy placement with hardly any room to dodge. Occupied territory is of special note because of its exuberant amount of Battle Lords, a grand total of 5 of them. It was also the scene of my first outtake as well. Tiberius Station was a great breather actually, and a good way to recover ammo lost from occupied territory. Then we are slammed with Lunar Reactor, which is, I dare say it, the hardest level in this episode. You are first confronted by several Battlelords over the course of the level, have to deal with multiple commanders, and in the end, a rather massive firefight occurring just around the Lunar Reactor itself. The final explosive quarter was just despicable icing on the torrid cake. It could completely ruin a good run and seriously piss off the challenger. The dark side, by comparison, was long, had tons of enemies. It strangely wasn't hard at all. If you took your time, you could easily combat every situation the level presented to you. The final level wasn't anything worth speaking about, except for the boss. As mentioned earlier, unless you were unlucky or not careful, he could kill you quite fast and ruin a good run. All in all, it was a very solid episode, but not really one of my favorites. Due to only having a few outtakes and only on 2 of the 9 levels of the episode, and my overall frustration level not reaching anywhere near boiling, I can't give episode 2 anything more than a 3 out of 10. Not much higher than episode 1. A really good Duke player shouldn't have much trouble tackling this episode, even with this challenge in effect. The designers did their best to try to stop you, but wasn't enough. They'll do a better job of it in the next 2 episodes, however. So until episode 3, everyone, see you later.